Good morning everyone. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. So in today's class we are going to continue our chapter, that is fraction. So let's start. Kids. So now in our today's class, you all know we are going to continue our chapter number 7, and we are continuing our exercise 7.3, and now we are doing question number 3. Okay. So question number 3 is complete the following table. You can see the one side of table there is written improper fraction, and the other side that is mixed fraction. And I have already told you how you can convert improper to mixed and mixed to improper. Just you have to do the same in this exercise. So what you have to do, kids, I will tell you these A, B, C questions as your in your classwork, and D, E, F question, these questions you have to do as your homework by your own. Okay, without taking the help of your parents. Okay, do it by yourself. Okay, so now, so kids, you can see this question, that is question number 3. Convert mixed fraction to improper fraction, and improper to mixed, and mixed to improper. Here we have both type of questions. So A part, that is 17 upon 8, means you can see this is improper fraction, kids. You have to convert it into mixed fraction. Whenever you have to convert improper fraction into mixed fraction, you have to use division. You can see I am using division here. So 17 upon 8 means you have to divide 17 by 8. Okay, so 8 twos are 16, 17, and you can see 17 minus 16 or 7 minus 6 equals to 1. Then I told you that the quotient is your whole part. So you can see I have written 2 whole. Your remainder is your numerator, means 1, and your divisor is denominator. So you can see here 2 whole 1 upon 8. Okay, this is mixed fraction. Now we will move to the next question, that is B part, 2 whole 4 upon 5. Okay, so firstly what you have to do, you can see this is mixed fraction. Here you have to convert it into improper fraction. So I already told you, firstly you have to multiply denominator by whole. So you can see denominator is 5 here. So you can see 5 multiplied by 2. Then you have to add numerator. So 5 multiplied by 2 is 10. Then plus 4. Okay, 5 2s are 10, and 10 plus 4 is 14. That's why I have written 14 upon 5. Denominator will be same. Okay, firstly you have to multiply, then you have to add. Okay, now we will move to our C part. In C part you can see 89 upon 7 equal to, you can see you have to divide 89 by 7. So 7 ones are 7, 8 minus 7 is 1. Then we will note down 9 from upside. 7 twos are 14. Now you can see remainder is 5. So you can see I already told you your quotient will be your whole part. So 12 whole, your remainder will be your numerator, and divisor will be your denominator. So 12 whole 5 upon 7. Okay, 12 whole 5 upon 7. That is our mixed fraction that we are getting from 89 upon 7. Okay, kids. So now what you have to do, I uh, informed you how you will solve the question number A, B and C. Now D, E, F, these 3 questions you have to do by your own. Okay. Now the next question, that is question number 4. Represent the following fraction on a number line. Yes, you can see these 4 questions. In these questions you have to show these fraction on number line. And how will you show these fraction on number line? I already told you how to show a proper fraction on number line. Here you can see there are mixed and improper fraction in this question. Now how will you convert them? Let's see. So you can see here the question I have written, represent the fraction on a number line. So what you have to do, kids, you can see 15 upon 8. Okay, first question is 15 upon 8. Firstly you can see this is improper fraction. For show this fraction on a number line, firstly you have to convert it into mixed fraction. Okay, So what is how can you convert it? By dividing. 8 ones are 8, you can see here. 7 is remainder, 8 is divisor, and 1 is quotient. So your mixed fraction will be 1 whole 7 upon 8. Now how will you show this fraction on a number line? You can see kids here, 1 is whole part, means you have to take one full one. Okay, so like you can see here, like we have to start, we firstly we will draw a line, okay, that will start with 0. Now you will write 1 at this point, and on the same distance, like distance between 0 and 1 should be same between distance 1 and 2. Okay, this distance from 0 to 1 will be same distance from 2 from 1. Okay, so you can see here, so 0, then 1, then 2. 1 you have to take full because 1 is whole, means you have to take the whole one. And after the 1, how many parts you have to take? 7 upon 8 part. After 1 you have to cover 7 upon 8 part. So firstly what you have to do, like the same thing which you are doing in the proper fraction. You can see what is denominator here. You can see denominator is 8. 7 upon 8 is a fraction and denominator is 8. So firstly you have to divide uh, space between 1 and 2 into 8 equal parts. Okay, 8. After the 1 you will divide the this line. Between 0 and 1 you will not divide anything because this 1 you have to take the whole. Then you will divide this distance in 8 equal parts. You can see here I have divided it into 8 equal parts with the help of scale. Okay, but keep that thing in your mind kids, that these all parts should be equal. Okay, you will not take it as your guesswork. Okay, guesswork will not work here. Okay, so just you have to use your scale to divide these section into 8 equal parts. And you can see numerator is 7 here, so you have to take the 7th one line. Okay, the 7th line means 7th part. So 1, you can see here, you can see here that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7th line, so that will be our answer, 1 whole 7 upon 8. Okay, I know you have some confusion in this. Now we will move to the next question. We will practice more question to make it clear to you. Okay, C part, you can see kids, 7 upon 7. You can see 7 upon 7. Okay, so what you have to do, 7 upon 7 you all know that is 1. When you will reduce them, then 7 ones are 7, and when you will divide 7 by 7 you will get the quotient as your 1. Okay, so firstly what you have to do, this is very simple kids. Firstly you have to draw a line. You will add 0 here and 1 here, because you can see there is only whole, no fraction is here after the whole, no proper fraction, so that is not a mixed fraction. So that's why just you have to stop it here only to 0, and you have to take the 1, that will be 7 upon 7, or 7 upon 7 is equal to 1. Okay, because when you divide 7 by 7 you will get your quotient as 1. Okay, now we will move to the next part, that is E part. Okay, in E part you can see kids 2 whole 5 upon 6. What is written here? 2 whole 5 upon 6. Firstly what you have to do kids, firstly you will draw a line. You can see here 2 is whole part, means 2 so you have to take as your whole, means 2 distance you have to cover. So firstly you will add 0 here, 1 here, 2 here, that is whole part, that you have to take complete part. Okay, you will not divide these parts in any sections. After the 2, you can see 5 upon 6 is here. After the 2 you have to take 5 upon 6 part of this. Okay, so 2 between 2 and 3, you can see here 2 here and 3 here. So now you have to divide this distance from 3 and 2. Okay, distance between 2 and 3 you have to divide this into 6 equal parts. Why are you dividing it in 6 equal parts? Because you can see here denominator is 6, that's why we are dividing it into 6 equal parts. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so there are 6 equal parts. And you can see numerator is 5. Numerator is 5 means you have to take the fifth one. Okay, so first 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, that is our fifth line, that is 2 whole 5 upon 6. Okay kids, 2 whole 5 upon 6, that is our complete number that you have to show on number line, that is 2 whole 5 upon 6. Okay kids, so these are some questions which you have to do in your classwork. And here are two more questions for your this question number 4, represent the following fraction on a number line. These two questions I will give you in our next class. We will complete it in our next class. Okay kids, thank you.